Hey ladies, it's Jenn Knowles here. I just wanted to take a minute because I just realized that it's been over a year. Um, what I mean by that, it's been over a year since I started my pure romance business. Um, please forgive me for the mess. We are in the middle of moving into our new house, so we're a little crazy, but I really wanted to take a minute to make this video. So, it's been a year. And what a crazy year it's been. It has totally just flown by. And I just wanted to take a minute to give like a brief recap of what the last year has been for me and my pure romance business. So first of all, I want to tell you a little bit about what I've done. I have not built a huge crazy team, and that's okay. I made the conscious decision to wait because I wanted to be way informed about this business before I started bringing other women into it with me. Now, that's been good on the one hand because yes, I am quite informed about this business. I can answer a lot of questions, I can troubleshoot a lot of problems. But on the other hand, it's been bad not building a team. Not because I want to be this huge superstar team builder, just because the last couple months I've felt like it's been selfish of me not to share this opportunity with people, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about why. That's what I'm doing today. I'm telling you why it's been selfish for me to take the last year for myself. So first you have to understand a little bit about my mindset when I started Pure Romance last year. I don't know exactly what it was that got me to join. I honestly can't tell you exactly what one thing made me take the leap. It was kind of a culmination of a lot of things. I was working for another multi-level company, and I was doing okay. I was doing pretty well, actually. I was getting money every month from that company, and it was definitely helping relieve the bills at home, allowing me to spend more time with my kids. It was great. Now, the reason that I decided I didn't want to do that anymore was because I did not like the person that it was making me. A lot of people work for different multi-level companies, and it's fantastic for them. Pure Romance is the one that I finally found my fit with. The reason I felt like I didn't really fit with the other, and the reason I didn't like what it was, who it was turning me into, was because I was looking for things that were wrong with women so that I could offer them an opportunity to correct it. And it sounds really kind of horrible when I say it that way. But that's what I was doing. I was looking for insecurities in other women that I could exploit so that I could sell a product and meet my goal. I was absolutely getting the opportunity to change some people's lives, and unfortunately all I was seeing it in was the dollars and cents, and I didn't like that about myself. I got to the point where I was depressed. I didn't want to get out of bed every day, and I couldn't look myself in the eye when I was in front of a mirror. I realized that I was avoiding seeing myself because I didn't like who I was and I didn't like how I felt. Now, me a year ago, I was probably looking the best I've looked since coming out of basic training. So to be looking that good and feeling like I should feel that good because I looked that good, and then not actually have like what was inside match up with that, was really, really hard for me. So as I was thinking about that, I came across my upline, and she was fantastic. And The first couple of times that she asked me to take the leap and join the business, I didn't take it. It took her probably a year and a half to get me to finally take the opportunity. And I just am so grateful that she kept trying, because she saw something in me that I couldn't see. And it was finally, it was one of the thoughts that crossed my mind, that she must have a totally different perspective to want me so badly on her team. So I decided that I wanted that perspective for other women. I didn't want to look at people anymore and see the things that were imperfect. So I took the leap. I purchased my starter kit and I started doing parties. And at first, I am not going to lie to you, I was still seeing things in dollars and cents, and I was still kind of hating myself for it. But the longer that I was in business, and I really started to notice the change after a couple months, the longer that I was in business and the more that I became a student of, women's health issues, it made me realize how wonderful the women around me are. So that's like one huge thing that Pure Romance has done for me. I now see women as wonderful women. I don't see them as the things that I can correct. Okay? I can look myself in the mirror anytime I want, and I'm not unhappy with what I see. Sure, I mean, we've all got things that we're like, oh, I could work on that, but that's not what I see anymore. I now see someone in the mirror who's worthwhile, someone who has a place, someone who has value, and so it's been a really huge mindset change for me. I see these women around me and I'm like, gosh, she's amazing. She does all these things and has time to take care of her kids. And a year ago, I would see that and be like, all she does is take care of her kids all day. Well, guess what? I've got 2 kids at home and another one on the way. I totally get how hard that is and how valuable the time that you can spend with your kids is. So that's another thing that this has done for me. I get to be free of like the everyday 9 to 5 job. I get to be at home with my kids. Sure, some of my days are way more frustrating, but the majority of my days are so rewarding that it is totally worth it, and I can't imagine not having taken this this chance. The next thing that I wanted to mention really briefly is what I do now. So I know there's a lot of questions about what does a Pure Romance consultant do, right? It is not all about walking into a party and selling fancy lotions and bedroom accessories. Sure, that's a big part of it. That's probably a super fun part of it. I mean, I sure love going in and doing parties. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about our corporate motto. So our corporate motto is Educate, Empower, and Entertain. See, entertain is that last thing there. And yes, we definitely do that because we are a crazy bunch of women who are super entertaining to hang out with. But that first word is, one of the big ones for me, educate. So we are always trying to stay a student. And I feel like in the world that we live in, there are so many taboo topics that people just don't talk about. And women don't know their bodies as well as they would probably like to. So to go in and be able to teach someone something is amazing. And when you teach someone something like that, you give them permission to go home and find out more about it, whether it's in the bedroom or knowing what really gets them going. It's an amazing freedom to be able to give someone. And that brings us to our second word in our motto, which is empower. This business has totally empowered me to be the best me and to see the best in everyone else. And I can't imagine living life without seeing that now. So empowering women is huge. Huge, huge, huge. And yeah, of course, I already talked about it. We're super entertaining and it's super fun. So it's a blast to get to go out and do this job where I have fun. I have never not had fun at a party. I have never not laughed at a party, and I've never not made someone smile at a party. And I love that. I love that that is what I get to do for a living. And I love myself for it. I love myself for giving permission to take this risk and to try this business. It's something that is intangible. Yes, I certainly make money doing this business, but that's not why I do it. Initially it probably was, but at this point I do it to see the women around me change, to see the changes in myself, and I totally get to reap the benefits at home with my kids, so it's fantastic. So what I want to do right now is no pressure. I just want to offer you the opportunity to take that same risk that I did, because it was seriously life-changing. It's only been a year and I'm a completely different person. Imagine what you can do in a year. And no matter what your motivation for it is, maybe you're unhappy, maybe you're not confident. That's okay, because I'm here. We're all here. We've got the products and the tools and the training to teach you how to be a fantastic consultant. And if you love it and you want to make it a career, great. If you don't think you like it, maybe it's not for you after you've bought your kit, that's okay too. At least you took the risk, right? So I just want to offer you the opportunity. I would love it if any of you would message me about any questions that you have, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer them. I'm here to educate and empower you. And I certainly hope that I entertain you, because, you know, let's face it, crazy pregnant women on the screen were pretty awesome. And I just want to say that if at the end of this, all I do is change one life, and maybe even if it's just mine, I'm okay with that. I am totally okay with that. So, I mean, that's kind of it. I just wanted to give a recap of the last year and what it's done for me, and share that opportunity with everyone else. So I hope you all have a great day. Maybe if it's not for you, share it with a friend. You never know. So thank you for making my last year so wonderful. And comment below if you've got specific questions, or even if you just want to tell me that I'm crazy. That's totally fine. All right, love you ladies. Have a great one.